Every so often, I like to recover, if you will, the case of Tamla Horsford, who was a 40-year-old mother of six who lived in Forsyth County, Georgia, who in November of 2018 decided that she would attend a sleepover birthday party with a bunch of football moms. And unfortunately, she was the only black woman there. Now, also, unfortunately, she was found, I believe it was the next day, in the backyard. Apparently, she had fallen over the balcony, right? And when she was discovered, per that of the 911 call, she was deceased. And apparently, she had like cuts or something like that on her wrist. And the 911 caller was basically like, I don't know if they're self-inflicted or not, right? Okay, do with that what you will. Now, of course, that has been many years ago at this point, and the major, if you will, of the sheriff department said this in conclusion. The case was officially closed on February 20th, 2019, ruled as an accidental death. Now, he said that none of Horsford's injuries aligned with foul play, saying that it was a party, there was drinking, she was drinking. Okay, so I guess they're trying to deduce it down to she was drunk and she fell over the balcony. Now, her friend, who just won, or rather was dismissed from a defamation lawsuit because some of those women that were there sued the friend that was supposed to go but didn't go for whatever reason. And this is what she said.
In 2020, an attorney hired by Horsford's family says his review of the evidence shows she was in a struggle with someone before her death, and says the sheriff's office failed with its investigation into this case.
I don't believe that that's the only thing that happened, if that even happened. My belief, 100% based on the injuries and everything, is that she was badly beaten and left out there for dead.
So as you saw there, she's basically like, I'm not buying that my friend just fell over the balcony, right? As she said, there were injuries all over her body that weren't really aligned with her just falling, right? Because if somebody falls, it's usually just like, bam, a hit, right? It's not a head to toe type of thing. But again, there was a lot of suspicious things going on. In fact, one of, I guess, the husbands of one of the ladies was a police officer, and he got in trouble for meddling into the files that he had no business going into. Because it's like, why are you digging into the files, sir? If this was an accident, why are you digging where you shouldn't be digging, right? But again, they ruled it to be an accidental death. But there's a lot of us, again, and I'm going to say allegedly for all of this stuff, because we don't know what, I guess we don't know. A lot of people saying, no, we don't believe she fell over that balcony. We believe that something happened to her before she was thrown over the balcony, right? Allegedly, I'm going to say all of that. But also like to talk about this case as a cautionary tale. Again, RIP to her. Condolences to her family. She had, again, 6 children and a husband. They will never see her again, right? But this is a cautionary tale because we know that we should not be hanging around them folks, especially by ourselves, let alone closing our eyes under the roof with them, right? Because they're all saying, oh, she was drunk, she fell over, right? Now there's a small chance that that's true. But a lot of us who know is like, well, not know that, but know of circumstances like that. Like, nah, we don't think she was just drunk and fell over the balcony. Because there's times where people drink and stand on balconies and don't fall over and end up with bruises from head to toe, right? And cuts on their wrists and things like that. And why would she go there and take her own life, right? And all those who knew her is like, we never picked up on anything like that. She had 6 children and a husband. Sounds like she was having a great life, right? We didn't know her to be depressed or want to take her life or anything like that. So there's a lot of things going on there. But again, let this be a cautionary tale to everybody. Please do not close your eyes around them. Be under the same roof or anywhere around them by yourself. Because a lot of times they saying they're your friends, but many times they plotting. How many times do we need to hear this story of one of us being harmed, right? Because we are in the presence of them thinking, oh, they're cool. They really like me. And I'm not saying that's what she was saying, but you know, to a degree, she thought she was going to be all right, right? Everybody around her, I guess. And for whatever reason, the friend didn't go. Now, I'm not sure if the friend is white, she's mixed, or whatever it is, but whatever reason, she didn't go. Maybe if she went, Tamla would not have suffered the fate that she did. And maybe her friend was like, something ain't right about those ladies, right? But like she said, I'm going to keep talking about my friend, especially now that that lawsuit against her, and it sounds like they keep trying to sue her, right? But especially since that lawsuit of defamation has been dismissed, yeah, she's like, I'm going to keep talking about my friend because I don't think she fell over the balcony because she was just drunk. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.